Hey guys, going to shoot a video on two of the stocks today that we traded. Basically this stock is LABT. If you notice that it just had a big ridge at 434 that it would go or not go, you're pretty much going to have to say, hey, is this an ascending wedge right here? And it looked perfect. It didn't go. I play a lot of scalps, but what you'll do is you'll see it. I did take a trade from this, where was it, this level, like as soon as the stock market opened, to go test the high, and it did about 500 shares for 15 cents. I don't care, it's $75 in my pocket, but otherwise I like to watch. So I'm going to tell you what I did as I watched. This used to be an old system where if it broke the highs, but I think people forget some of the rules on when a stock breaks. There's a lot of highs here that this tried. Obviously this entry was the best right here. If you can see this one, easiest entry right here. And then obviously it's tapping out. You'll see these orange lines. I put those when I feel like the stock's gonna turn, and it shows me analytics that it's gonna turn. And then down here, you'll see it stabilize again and go try it again. And that's just the stock trying. And usually you'll see this, that isn't a ascending thing, but right here it just showed you that, hey, one try, 2 tries, 3 tries, 4 tries, 5 tries, 6 tries, 7 tries, 8 tries, and even the open market couldn't get it to go. One of the first indicators to me is when it spikes and goes right back down, because I was in that spike. So if it does that and goes right back, somebody just had the big sell order and shoved it right down. It still tried because it had a low float. But look, nothing showing you anything up except this area that I've already drawn interest in, because I have little analytics that I really just want. I'm looking for this right now on this one, and then I'm going to go to the other one that did it, that is still trying to do it at VWAP right now. I'm looking for an inverted head and shoulder here when the stock is going down. I look for other analytics. I use some indicators. Now let's go to Q. This stock balled out this morning. It had 3 major run-ups here and pulled back. That was yesterday afternoon, and then this morning it just grew again. And people just, if you look at this price range, people forget this. If you put, if you put these lines on your chart, you'll start seeing these price ranges are just some price ranges. They're just shelves on a thing. Right here, you'll see another one. This is probably under it, so I'm going to probably draw that the way I thought it was going to be drawn. And then another one here, that's the one I was looking for on this one. So right here, when the stock market opened, because like I tell you, I get up late, I saw this move. Well, first of all, usually they're going to sell off right into the open before it makes a decision. Well, if you just watch, it's just selling off. And it's selling off hardcore. After I saw this, I usually don't touch a stock either. This is where a stock makes a lower move after a big move, and that kind of shows me that's a weak move. So after a very big strong move, it tries one more time. That's usually where the retail trader gets trapped. And then here, let's just watch it. So I watched this stock. I'm talking each candle, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I watched it on a 15-second. Pretty hard to do. Anyway, watching it down and just watching for this maneuver that I know. So what you'll do is you'll see a stock selling off. So let's just draw what happens, okay? So if you get used to the drawings, you'll be fine. So watch, you'll see a sell-off right here, pull back, sell off, pull back, sell off, pull back. Still major sellings going on, pull back. Now we're in this area. This is kind of getting my interest. And now the last sell-off. This is when I see this, I see something in my analytics, and I trade right here. This is where I started this trade right here. And it just kept going up, and it's a slow grind, and then it pushed to VWAP. That's what I was looking for, VWAP. I did take this trade to target 1 right here as well. But right here, you have to let something form, show you a base. You'll see a base. I mean, if you want another way to look at it, you'll see a base here that is not going any lower than this. It jumps right back up every time. So once you start seeing that, you could call this a double bottom. You could call this a shallow W. You can call it whatever you want. The trade over the W would have got you some money, no problem. That's good money. That's over $1. And then if you can start seeing this nitty gritty here, you can start getting in a tad earlier. You still have to have a stop loss. My stop loss was this, so I'll show you what I did. The stop loss was the double bottom, and then I want to actually see this stock do one thing. I want it to see it climb. And now you're seeing this exact shape right here, and it's about to make a decision. Watch. You'll see this exact shape. One, and I try to always get in this, the second move. And then it pushed over VWAP, and now it's at a decision point. You'll see if people are going to step in or people are going to step out. That's a pretty 50-50 move. Worst case scenario or best case scenario for a long trader, it's going to trade right here. So we'll check that later, and it's going to try to make a move there. You better have your stop loss if you're trading the other way right here, just in case it goes wrong. And it's not going wrong. It's just, you know, look what happened. And, you know, is this stock really that good? And then down here with the double bottom, I just got in here because I noticed that's when the selling slows down. It stops, and then it has the climb theory. You'll see it right here. It's happening right now. If I had my analytics up, it would probably say it's going to at least try the high of the day. I will bet you $100 it's on MACD red, which is kind of cuckoo, but it's going to happen on MACD red because the MACD is coming up here saying, is this fully bullish? This is not even a bullish move. This is just to go test VWAP. That's all it was. And so right here, we're watching it live play out. It tried to run in that candle, and we're going to see if it holds it. Didn't go. But you better have your risk management, which is under a nearer low. So if it does go down, that you go, okay, I'm silly if I'm waiting this long for a turnaround when I know this is going to be the turnaround for it. Because like right now, if it doesn't go, it's going to go down, and you're going to see it shoved down to this area. This is where I'm probably going to put a new order in a couple minutes, and that's it. So that's what I would look at every day. If you're not catching the lows, stop buying the highs. And if you watch a stock run, clap for it. I don't care about the stock. It's not emotional to me. I just go, that's where I used to trade when I wasn't profitable. So right here, it tried one more time. I bet you that's a target one for that move. I'll show you that real quick. Yep, target one only. Usually when you think you're on a backside, you get target one. Now we just saw it live. Great. So look, it tried. It did a target one, and that's usually on the backside. And then look, now the downpour right here goes right to that area, because that's another previous area it should try. It should pull up and show me a wick to right around here. I'll see that. Yep, right there. So that's where I leave my orders. And I was just showing you that even a stock that's trying to go back up and it's not holding VWAP, you got to put orders at previous areas, because now it's going to test if there's people there. And apparently there's still some people there that didn't get their orders taken because it did bounce. And if you didn't think much of that bounce, that's a 35-cent bounce. 35 cents times 1,000 shares, $350. So just wanted to show you that, look, when you start seeing these things and these indicators saying, hey, it's not going, please. These people built some indicators. If you wonder why I do the 1 minute, I do the 1 minute because it's faster. And if I think it's moving fast enough and I think it's going to re-break this, I'll switch over to a 15-second real quick and see if we see something different right here. I take that trade right there. And that's at 28.02. Can make a quarter in a couple seconds, just if I'm reading the chart right. You see the bounce, you try to see it stabilize, but what do you see? Sadly, this is probably still going to go down because look at the wick shoving. It's just trying to equalize, and that's a big shove down. So just start looking at some analytics. If you need some help, reach out. Otherwise, you can get caught with that just trying because you're late to the show. And if you're late to the show, realize you're late to the show and wait till the show. Look how late I was. 1 candle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Did take this trade. 21, 22, 23, 24. That's what forms the W, is the middle. So I know when that should happen. So I try. And then right here, goes back down. Now look, see? That's what I called. And that's not what I called. It's a pattern. And if you can respect the pattern, then you can respect the money you can make off the pattern. And if you're not making money off the pattern, you don't know a pattern. And if you're going to throw your money you might as well go gamble on red and black, because that's 50-50, and that's what you're doing if you're entering anonymously. Have a good day. Y'all have a great weekend.